All right, so first thing, let's get into the drafting settings. We're going to change to isometric snap. So you can type D settings, or you can like right click snap settings and get their grid settings. See, this is the general draft settings, so you can get there many different ways. Usually I just type D settings to get there real quick. So make sure you select isometric snap. It's the main thing that we want to do here. And just hit apply. Okay. So as you can see, we're in a different type of screen. So the symbol here has different types of perspectives. So you have left, top, right types of views. So let's go to the left view, and we're gonna make an L. It doesn't matter where exactly, but make sure your what's it called? Ortho is on. Ortho. Okay. All right. So let's just go to home line. So we're gonna make a line that has a base of 4 units, so 4 squares, I guess. Technically, each square is half a unit, but I'm just gonna call them units for now. So distance of 2, 4 squares. Okay. So it'll just be like 1 unit of thickness. Oops. Make sure that the L is 3 units high. That should be good. Something like this. Again, doesn't matter where. I'm putting it in a corner just to help orient myself. So 4 units this way, 3 units this way, 1 unit thick. Okay. I'm going to wait a bit so you can make this L. Make sure you're in the right isoplane, or sorry, left isoplane. So this is the isometric transition into 3D. So after this, we'll be doing 3D stuff. Probably.
Where'd you go again to change it to draft settings? Sorry, I wasn't here at the computer. I just got here to
type D settings. Those are usually the easiest way. And then turn on isometric snap. Just want to make sure it's on. And then make sure that you're on the left isoplane perspective. Also turn on the ortho here, ortho mode. So you can see how the cursor is along the plane. So when you switch to plane, the cursor will also shift.
Can you move your little camera or the little thing where it says your name to like the left side of the screen so we can see like the snap settings and all that thing on the side? If that's possible.
I think you might have to move it yourself. I don't see anything down there on my end. Mine's all up top, minimized. Let me see if I can do something though. I'll try.
No, yeah, I got it. Yeah, I was on my side.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, all I see is the drafting screen. I don't see anything else. All right, so I'm assuming everyone's good at this point. So let's shift to top view. Click the isometric drafting thing here. Go to top. So notice how now my icon is hovering over the top. So I'm looking downward. So this is all about perspectives. Make sure I have. Yeah, I'm good. So what I want you to do is use the copy function and select this as your object. Copy this 3 units away Let's see, yeah, 4 units away. So I'm gonna use this as my base point at a corner there. So 4 units meaning distance of 2, right? Okay, so just copy it and move it over 1, 2, 3, 4 squares. It's distance of 2 from this corner here. Okay. Once you've done that, select the line command and connect all these pieces. We're going to make a box. Just connect the two L's together, like so. Excuse me. And you should have a box. Now I'll wait a bit here. Okay. All right, so what we're gonna
how did you connect the lines again?
oh, you just draw a basic line. Use the line function and just draw corner to corner. That's it. That's all
Oh,
I did.
okay.
Nothing fancy.
Okay.
Just basic line. No polylines on this example. Just basic line function. All right. So now we're gonna do the chamfer. I have no idea how to say it. I forget. I always read it and then I forget later, but who cares? So change the fillet to chamfer. Choose distance of 0.5, enter 0.5. So the beginning distance of 0.5 and ending distance of 0.5. Then you will select this top edge and then chamfer downward. Spacebar, chamfer downward. Spacebar. Just repeating my command. There we go. And do that one more time. So choose the chamfer, select distance, 0.5, enter 0.5, enter. Top edge, redo that top edge again. Click down here. And then again over here, so repeat it 4 times. After that, just delete this excess nonsense. Are there any questions up to this point?
Yeah, mine is not doing that.
Well, what's happening on yours?
It just shows like when I click the chamfer,
Mm-hmm.
I select the top one, and then when I go to select the side one, it just has like a.
Did you type when you click chamfer or whatever? Did you click distance down here?
Yes.
And then you typed in the beginning and end, right?
You
0.5,
said 0.5.
enter, 0.5, enter. So you did this, 0.5, enter, 0.5, enter. And then you select the top edge. Yeah. And then you click a second line, the side.
Okay, yeah, I see. I didn't do the enter the second time.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, so if you're up to here, delete this back line over here. Delete this line and this line. just to make it just look more like a bed. And then add this line here and this line. Oops. This line here, this line there. So once you've done that, we're going to open up the ellipse command. We just type EL, choose ellipse right there. See how it says L. I believe it's also under, probably under draw, or I forget where, but I prefer to type it myself. So type EL, enter to open the ellipse command. On the bottom, choose ISO circle. So ISO circle will create circles based on which plane you're looking at. So if I'm looking from above, the circle that I choose to draw will be growing from this perspective. Let me show you what I mean. Now, let me actually, before I do that, let me turn on a geometric center. See if that helps. Nope. I'm gonna turn on this 3D one as well, see if that helps. 3D snap. Earlier it was giving me my center, but now it won't. That is annoying. Here we go. Turn on reference lines. Sorry about that. So turn on your reference lines just so I don't have to draw some BS lines. The geometric center is not being given to me, but I can use these references to figure out where the center is at. So choose the ellipse, ISO circle. Forgot to choose that. Dang it. So choose ISO circle, find the center of the box, and make the circle radius 0.5 based on the current units that we're using, some default ones. So 0.5. So see how the circle grew out in this direction, which means it's mimicking the plane it's on. So ISO circle means draw this direction. If you don't choose ISO circle, it might draw a circle in a strange way. It might be like going up and down instead of this way, or left to right, or up and down, etc. Okay. So take advantage of the ISO perspectives. All right. So I'm going to turn off, where is it? The ortho and the snap. And I'm going to copy this circle half a unit down. Actually, I might need the snap on. Dang it, that was wrong. Copy, enter. Oh, sorry. I forgot to choose my base point. I'm like, why isn't this working? It's because I'm stupid. That's why. All right, so choose a base point at the center, just because that's easier. Now I want you to shift it down vertically 0.5 units. Currently, I have my snaps on, so it's a little difficult. So turn off that guy. No, that's not the one. I think it's ortho. Here we go. So 0.5. Enter. And that should give me exact. Yeah, there we go. That's the perspective I want. So copy your circle. Make sure that ortho's turned off to make it easier. Shift it from the center point or base point of the middle and go down 0.5. Now I'll wait a bit. You guys okay to this point?
Not quite. I'm still catching up.
Okay. Okay. So what I want you to do is trim everything of the lower circle except the inner piece. So choose trim. Select the two circles, press enter, and delete everything outside. So give it that depth perspective. It's like looks like a hole now, which is kind of cool. You guys have any questions or issues as to how to use the ISO planes that guide you and how it changes ISO circles, or any issues making the snap settings correct? Those can be annoying sometimes. Okay then. So now what we're gonna do is practice using the annotate in these different perspectives. So what I'm gonna do is write the word right here, left on this panel. So the face of this would be the word left, right, and top. Okay, just to practice the different types of I guess basically how to draw text aligned with an isometric plane. Okay. So go to annotate and go to manage dimension text, or sorry, manage textiles. And we're gonna make two little templates. ISO text 30 be one of them. And what I want you to do is make the height 0.3, the width 0.5, and the angle will be 30. Hit apply. Now to make a new one, make it ISO text -30, so it'll be in the negative direction. So on this guy, everything will be the same except change the oblique angle to -30 degrees. So now I got two different ones, 30 and -30. 30, 30, double checking, yeah. Okay. So now here I can change to different templates, right? I'm sure you guys are pretty familiar by now, but we haven't messed with text on the different planes. Okay. So what I want you to do to draw in the front of this is to switch to the right perspective. So now I have this cursor along the wall of this front part. This is my right side. So I'm going to choose single line text, make sure that I have ISO text 30, and hope that this comes out. So I'm going to choose about here, I guess. I'm going to type in height of, let's see, oh, that's the rotation angle, sorry. Rotation angle of 30 degrees. So let's see if it comes out right. It's a little off. So you can always move it a bit. My snaps are on. So let me turn off both of these guys. It's in my right sides right there.
What were the sizes on your that you set up for the different ISOs again?
It's going to be height of 0.3 and width of 0.5. All right. So that was ISOText 30. Actually, they both had the same sizes. It's just the ISOText 30 had an oblique angle of 30 and the other one had an oblique angle of negative 30. That was the only difference. Okay, so now let's try doing a text on the left. So right along this wall here, or left side. So switch to ISO plane left. So now my cursor is along this left side. Choose ISO text negative 30, the template we made. Single line text, and I will choose about, I guess here's fine. The angle that you will choose will be negative 30. This is my left. Let's choose this here, shift it a little bit to make it pretty. Not that it matters. So left side, right side. All right, one moment. I'll wait a minute. So let's do top. So switch the ISO plane to top. Oops, top P. And choose the ISO text. I guess -30 will be the same for this guy. So single line. Click it right there. Let's use a negative angle of 30. See if that works for us. Oops. Nope, it did not. Try that again.
When you're doing the
Hmm.
font, can you like use the justify on one of the lines and then middle center or top center?
I believe you still have some of the justifications that we did last time. So yeah,
Or
you
does
could
it come out
do
all?
you can do center. Like if you want to type from inside out, yeah, you totally could.
Okay.
I'm just choosing the basic one.
Nothing wrong with being basic.
It was first thing my engineering teachers taught me was keep it simple, right?
Isn't there some more to that?
Keep it simple, stupid. Yeah. It's but it is very true though. Like sometimes you get excited on a project. You're like, all right, what's the most efficient way to get this package across the city? Like we start bringing in robots and androids or something. Clearly, that's not simple at all. That's stupid. There's many ways you can solve a problem that are cheap and efficient that don't require nonsense, even if it would be fun to do something else.
Yeah.
Anyway, you guys have any questions on the different perspectives, the text, the angles, etc.? All right, I think your homework is going to be 11.4. Let me double check though.